Monday arrived. The exams were almost over. People think the last week is the easiest because you can finally see the finish line. For me, it was the opposite. Every day became heavier than the one before, not because of the papers, because life refused to pause while I was trying to finish them. My stomach kept hurting. The ulcer reminded me every morning that the body has limits. Food became something I calculated before eating. Transport became something I calculated before leaving the house. Even buying eggs became part of survival. I wasn't reading because I wanted high grades anymore. I was reading because I had already come too far to stop. Then the grades started coming. D, another D. I looked at the screen wondering if life was joking with me, because I knew how much I had changed. I wasn't the student who depended on luck anymore. I started preparing a month before the exams. I understood the concepts. I read with confidence. I checked my answers before submitting, yet the results kept surprising me. Then there was a small shift. A day came where I finally saw a C. Alhamdulillah. It wasn't loud. It wasn't a celebration. It was quiet. But inside me something changed. For the first time in days, I felt like maybe things were starting to align. I sat there thinking, maybe this is it. Maybe from here I will keep winning. It gave me hope again, not excitement. Hope. I carried that feeling quietly, thinking the worst had passed. Then the next papers came. D. Another D. It hurt, but I accepted it faster than the previous ones because the paper ended with 49, 1 mark away from another C. I looked at it and laughed because life was teaching me something I couldn't control. I was beginning to understand that this semester wasn't listening to my expectations. Then came the day that broke me. The E. That day was different, not because it was just a letter, but because everything around it collapsed together. The food had finished. The money was finished. The ulcer was disturbing me badly. My body was weak. My mind was already tired from days before. That was the day everything felt like too much. That was the day everything became too much. I remember sitting there asking myself, what is the point? Not because I wanted to stop studying, not because I hated school, because every direction I looked, there was another problem waiting. No food, no money. The house felt heavy. The YouTube channel wasn't moving. My stomach was hurting. The grades weren't reflecting the effort I knew I had put in. Everything arrived at once. That night, I talked more than I had talked in a long time, trying to empty my heart because it had become too heavy to carry. Yet the next morning, I still woke up, still opened my books, still went to the exam hall, still came back, still fed my cats before feeding myself, still cleaned the kitchen, even when I was exhausted because I couldn't cook in disorder, not because anyone appreciated it, because peace starts with the small things you still have control over. Then life surprised me again. The stomach pain became unbearable. The guy we stayed together with was sick as well, and surprisingly he said we should go to the hospital, and I followed him. I didn't even think he was serious. The next thing I knew, I was sitting inside a hospital with almost no money, thinking about tomorrow's exam instead of myself, thinking about what to eat, thinking about how to get to the exam center with no money. When the bill came, he quietly paid for everything. The injections, the medicine, everything. I didn't know what to say. Sometimes Allah sends help through people after you've stopped expecting it. I came back home, ate leftover rice, took the medicine, read again, because the exam wasn't waiting for my body to recover. Then there was my mother, far away, trying to fix her solar system. The battery finally arrived. Then the inverter spoiled. For days I kept calling technicians from Lagos, trying to solve a problem I couldn't even see with my own eyes. I knew she was restless. I knew she missed me. I knew if I were home, I would probably be the one opening the inverter myself. But this time, all I could do was make phone calls and wait. That was one of the hardest lessons of these days. Not every problem can be fixed with effort. Some things require waiting, and waiting has never been easy for me. Back in Lagos, life inside the house continued. The kitchen became dirty again. The toilet smelled. People kept using everything without thinking about the next person. I cleaned because I couldn't live in disorder, not because anyone appreciated it, not because they would change, because I wanted peace inside the small space I still had control over. That became a lesson, too. Sometimes you clean the kitchen for yourself, not for the people who will dirty it again. The same thing happened with life. Sometimes you work on yourself for yourself, not because people understand, because they usually don't, not while you're still in the process. Then came Friday, the last day. I woke up around 3:30 in the morning, hungry. I found one banana. That became breakfast. I prayed 2 rak'ah with a tired heart, not asking for miracles, just talking to Allah. Then I opened YouTube Studio. The views had dropped again. Another version of me would have stayed there, refreshing the numbers. This version simply closed the app. The videos could wait. Today I had 2 papers to finish. I wore my clean clothes, walked into school carrying everything that had happened these 10 days. But something strange happened. The moment I met my classmates, I started laughing, making jokes. They laughed with me. They wanted me around. For a few hours, I forgot how heavy life had been. Then the first paper started. I knew the answers, but my brain was empty. Not because I hadn't studied, because it had reached its limit. My eyes hurt. My head was heavy. Sometimes I looked at a question and knew I had read it before. The answer simply wouldn't come. I did what I could. D. I came out, bought an egg roll and water, managed, read for the second paper, fell asleep while sitting, Friday prayer, back again, second paper, the same story. The knowledge was somewhere inside me. My brain refused to retrieve it. Another D. And strangely, I smiled, not because I liked the grade, because I realized something. I had passed every course, not with the results I dreamed about, but I had finished. The chapter was over. I walked home, opened the door, fed my cats, cooked, cleaned the kitchen. And then silence. No paper tomorrow. No chapter left to read. No deadline. No countdown. Just me and the cats. Looking at 10 days that felt like 10 years. Thinking one sentence. I did what I could. Not perfectly. Not successfully every day. Not without disappointment, but sincerely. And today, that is enough. Alhamdulillah.